You see here? Hi guys. Well, we're going to keep on this VEDFAM series. I know that it's starting to get rough for some of you, but, it's not a rule. I mean, you don't have to make one vid every day. If it doesn't, if it doesn't give you fun and pleasure, don't do it. This is not a job. I mean, we're here to have fun. Okay, today I'd like to talk about communication. I put on the master communicator here, Barney Fife. Now, if there was one guy who always managed to mess things up as far as communication was concerned, it was Barney Fife. I should have put another t-shirt where we can see Andy, because Andy Taylor, well, he was a cool-going guy, and usually he managed to kind of like gloss over certain incompetencies as far as communication was concerned. Okay, now, I heard a funny little story today. It was about a couple and how good they communicated. I thought I'd tell you. So there's this couple, they're in the, I guess it's the Grand Canyon or somewhere. Anyway, they're going on a tour, and they've got two donkeys, one for each of them. So the man, he gets on his donkey, and things are going pretty well. The lady gets on the donkey, and I don't know, they don't seem to get along, and the donkey kicks her off. She looks at the donkey and says, "That's one. Careful." Gets back on that donkey, and the donkey really doesn't like her. Knocks her off again, and says, she looks at the donkey and says, "That's two." And go on like that. Gets on the donkey a third time, just go off a little bit, and the donkey kicks her off again. She looks at the donkey and says, "That's three." She pulls out a gun from her purse, shoots it. Her husband comes over and looks at the lady and says, "My God, are you crazy? What have you done there? You've killed the donkey." She looks at her husband and says, "That's one." Now, I think the idea of the story, actually, when I heard this, was to talk about communication. It was pretty clear here there wasn't very good communication. And what do we mean by communication? Like, I'm thinking today, I've had one of my telephone calls with my favorite people from the help desk, and I've explained to them how I've exchanged the RAMs around. It's dual channel RAM. I've checked the 4 RAMs, and they're all okay, it seems. It's one of the dual sockets that seems. Whenever RAM is in one of those sockets, there's blue screens. So it seems that it's a pretty, at least as far as I'm concerned, a pretty clear-cut case. It's one of the two sockets, socket pairs that probably shorts out or does some mismatch and causes the blue screen. Okay, had a telephone call today, and I've explained that, and explained, and explained. And I don't know, it didn't seem to be getting through. I mean, I've just explained it to you guys in a few seconds, but didn't seem to get through. So he's going to get back to me. He has to talk to his boss. I guess, it means a major change. It's not just changing like the RAM, like this, the actual bits, that you plug in. It probably means changing the whole main board. And I don't know, we'll see. Open-ended story. The whole idea was communication. How many times has it happened in your life when things would have been so much more simple if you'd have had good communication? I know that in my case, I would say it's happened a lot. The situations, for example, that I'm in on the job market comes I would say, from different communication styles, not only different management styles. That's another story. That could be another vid, actually. But different communication styles. Some people are very direct. Some people like to use word pictures. Some people just don't like to say things as they are. Some people try and get away. I would say flee, Yeah, there's a whole type of communication styles. And it seems that, I would say, a large part of our problems, yesterday was Veterans Day, Remembrance Day in Canada. A large part of the problems actually do come from, not only from want of domination, but very often through lack of communication. I don't know how many of you have watched the reruns. This is one of my favorite shows. But Barney gets people into unbelievable situations because he doesn't communicate well, and another main problem as well is his pride. Now you put those two together, pride, excess, I'd say wrong, using that pride but on the wrong way, in the wrong way, and communication, bad communication. Everything for kablooey. Well, what do we do about it? I don't know. I mean, it's nice. It would be easy to say, communicate better. But you can't just change people like that. You know that. You can't change a person. A person can change him or herself. You can maybe force something down somebody's throat, but you can't change a person. Okay, I mean, talking too long already. Maybe one of the vids coming up will be another of those believe it or nots. I think you found that rather creepy, didn't you? Believe it or not. That's all it is. Believe it or not. Nobody said you had to believe. Okay. VEDFAM. I'm not going to give the number because sometimes for whatever situation you might have to put it some other day. So one of the VEDFAM series. DC signing off before you throw them out. Take care, guys. If you listen this far, say hot dog in the comments. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.